parodies of the series seen over the years are just a small part of the enormous impact Star Trek has had upon our culture. The staid Oxford Dictionary has added the word Trekkie to its hallowed pages. I guess we'll have to have them updated to Trekker, a more preferred term used today. Since the 1960s, fans have been responsible for keeping Star Trek alive, and through the years, their numbers have grown considerably.
First convention that Gene Roddenberry and his wife went to in New York City, they expected 300 people and got about 3,500. The next convention was also held in New York City, 73, I think it was, and they had something like 8,000 people there, right? Now, eventually, that number went up to 32,000.
Over 250,000 fans attend conventions annually, and fan clubs can be found as far away as Japan, Australia, and Europe.
Leben Sie lange und in Wohlstand.
In 1991, the biggest number of fans ever gathered from around the world to honor the 25th anniversary at a 3-day extravaganza held in Los Angeles. Vendors sold hundreds of Star Trek memorabilia items, guest speakers held seminars and signed autographs, and hundreds of fans lined up to see a reunion of the original cast on stage at the Shrine Auditorium.
Well, I don't know. It looks like there are about 10,000 people out there, and they've come from all over. I know they're here from Germany and England and what have you, and I'm very flattered that we're appreciated that much.
It's such an honor and it's a pleasure to be here, and I've never seen such an audience as this. I was practically in tears out there. They are so kind, they're so loving, and as I think I said out there, for sure, they love us.
We're amazed that there's so many people here that feel the same way we do about Star Trek.
Yes. I cannot believe it. We thought we were going to be the only two, and her husband was telling her, you are crazy, you're going to be the only person down there.
But obviously we're not.
To get a small glimpse of the effect Star Trek has had on many of its viewers, let's take a look at a Star Trek convention in action.
Please welcome the one and only Mr. George Takei.
I think anything that has Star Trek on it is going to draw me to it like a magnet.
AMT's been making Star Trek model kits since 1966. As a matter of fact, AMT made the actual Star Trek model that was used by the film company that is in the Smithsonian. And there has been very few years when the sales have not been doing very well for us. It's been the most successful model kit license in history.
Live long and prosper, and hang loose from Hawaii.
This came about because the designers of the jewelry and the fashion accessories wanted to attract attention with electronics and also have something the public would like to wear and have fun with. And the Star Trek creators saw the jewelry and wanted to have it on some of their characters to attract attention. And it's worn by Worf, the television show.
I've been a fan since 1966, right in the very beginning, first episode. It's been a great 25 years.
About in 1983, I got a contract. I signed a contract with the studio, and we've been under license ever since to do the official Star Trek fan club. And from 15 members in 1979, we've built the organization to 35,000 members around the world. And we expect incredible numbers during this 25th anniversary year to sign up in the club and beam on board as well.
Statistics indicate that 53% of the American public consider themselves Star Trek fans, and you'd be surprised where they come from.
My name is Jim Thorne. I'm an astronautical engineer in the Air Force. I work with NASA on international space experiments. I'm a fan of Star Trek because I see it as a positive future that we can look forward to and hopefully achieve in reality.
Far too many people believed, and many still believe, that they're a bunch of teenagers who wear odd clothing and give odd signs and things, but they're not. Trekkers include businessmen, bank presidents, stockbrokers, college professors, and a large number of astronauts.
Well, it's kind of interesting. As I watch my daughter sitting there watching Star Trek: The Next Generation, I kind of can take myself back several years ago when I was watching the initial Star Trek program, and it kind of says to me that she is looking at the same types of visions, hoping to do the same types of things that I find interesting and fascinating, and the fact that she is also working here at NASA now as a co-op student excites me that maybe she'll be able to follow on my footsteps someday.
Visiting the bridge of the USS Enterprise carries a legendary mystique all its own. Many distinguished guests have visited the set at Paramount Studios over the years, including the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Colin Powell, and former President Ronald Reagan. In 1988, Universal Studios theme park premiered a thrilling new attraction, the Star Trek Adventure, seen annually by over 5 million visitors. Participants are allowed to dress up like their favorite characters, act out an action-packed scene on videotape, and beam away before your very eyes. Gene Roddenberry and several cast members were on hand for his gala opening.
We get a lot of fan mail, both of us do, and constant letters are coming in all the time of people that would love to be a part of this show. Can't tell you how many letters state that. And here is the perfect opportunity for them to really be on a Star Trek and have their own little film, the whole bit. I think it's a very exciting idea.
However, the most significant indication of Star Trek's impact on the world occurred in 1976. Over 400,000 letters were sent to Washington, D.C., demanding that NASA name the first of its experimental space shuttles after the futuristic spaceship in the popular television series.
Well, the Enterprise was the first of the space shuttles. Star Trek was very popular in those days, and the name Enterprise was given to the shuttle. And I was lucky enough to be on the crew one of two crews that flew it from on top of the 747. There was another connection to the Enterprise in my personal life that I enjoyed for that mission, and that was the fact that I had served aboard the USS Enterprise in my first squadron.
Admiral, we have found the nuclear vessel.
Well done, Team 2.
And Admiral, it is the Enterprise.
Thank you for 25 years of giving us a great fantasy of a world and worlds that may or may not exist. Although as 2000 approaches, something tells me that that other worlds are going to make themselves known, and what you have talked about for so many years will no longer be fantasy but reality, and then we can all say congratulations on your foresight. Again, thank you, and for now I just want to say Q2 signing off.